morning to all of you and welcome to this special session of LifeXL Showcase. I'm Dr. Sujit Pardeshi. If I'm clearly audible and visible to you, just type hi or good morning in the chat so that I'll come to know that I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. Wonderful. Okay, so a very good morning to you, Dr. Shiva, Dr. Apurva, Dr. Jyoti, Dr. Aditya, Dr. Chetan, Vishal. Okay, wonderful. So guys, right in the beginning, I want to tell you something, okay, that you people are special. And when I say this, I mean every single word of it. Simply because on a Sunday morning, which could have been, a lazy Sunday morning, you could have been still in your bed, or maybe just, chill out, or maybe go for the short picnic or whatever. But you have chosen to be here this morning, and that actually shows that you're a bunch of people who really want to learn something more, who really want to do something different than the entire world, who really want to take your life to the next level in every sphere of life. I always say this, it's only a handful of people in this world who create history. And your presence here itself shows that you are part of that 2%. And because you are here, I really appreciate, admire your presence. And I promise you that, although this particular session is actually the preview session of my year-long program called LifeXL, okay, still, I'm not just going to talk about the LifeXL course, okay? There is a lot of value that I'll add for all of you. This session itself will give you the direction for your life. Okay, this is not just a promotional session. Okay, so in the first half of the session, I'll talk about a lot of things. And in fact, I'll tell you very honestly, I'll share my journey with you. Okay, when I started my practice, it was 14th November 99. Okay, like on this Thursday, I'll be completing 25 years to my private practice. Okay. And what happened in those initial years and what the mistakes I made, the challenges I faced, the obstacles, the directionless journey, the confused mind, a young person. Okay. How I overcame those all problems and how finally I could streamline my own life. Okay. And trust me, every single thing that I'm going to share with you is an absolute, pure, honest confession, you can say. Okay. And if you're someone who has not yet made those mistakes, you can really learn a lot from this particular session and take your life to the next level. Okay. Because unfortunately, there was nobody to guide me at that time. Okay. And that's perfect. So life is what happens to you when you're making some other plans, right? So just want to know from which city in India or abroad you're attending this webinar from. Just type your city in the chat box. So we have people from, okay, Mumbai, Vizag, Delhi, Chennai, Pune, Kolhapur, Ahmedabad. Okay, wonderful. So, okay, UP, Koppal, Ahmedabad. Okay, wonderful. So, guys, is it okay if I introduce myself in short to you? Just type okay in the chat box, right? So, yeah, thank you so much. So, guys, before we start, let me tell you something. Okay, that this is a live session. Okay. And this is the last LifeXL showcase of this year because the LifeXL course is starting on the coming Saturday. Okay. 16th of November. So this is the last LifeXL session, 90 minutes. And I want you to be with me for the entire duration of this masterclass. I told you, although I'm going to talk about the LifeXL curriculum, but it's not just about the course promotion. With all honesty, okay, there is a lot that you will learn. So grab your pen and paper, take notes. You will learn a lot of things during the first half, And in this second half, you will learn a lot of things, a huge list on which you should work to take your practice to the next level, your financials to the next level, your relationships, and your personal self to the next level. Okay. So this is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi, an international speaker, bestseller author, and someone who has helped thousands and thousands of not just dentists, but doctors to, take their practices and lives to the whole new level. So I have always been an invited speaker at different local branches, state conferences, national conferences, international conferences, specialty organizations, conducted a lot of courses, a lot of pre-conference courses. On the way, wrote this book called New Age Dentalpreneur, develop a competitive edge and build a profitable dental practice. First of its kind by Indian dentist or author, forwarded by one of the celebrated dentists of the world, Dr. Christian Kochman. And the book is international bestseller. Okay. And happy to share that, when Dr. Christian was here in Mumbai for the DSD conference, he had pre-launched the book himself. And the book was launched in the World Dental Show by the hands of then FDI World President from Hong Kong. So it has been a wonderful journey, okay, over the last 12 years, uh, teaching people, mentoring, the dental professionals, the medical professionals, transforming lives, being the catalyst, to create that difference in every sphere. And on the way, received this numerous awards. Have been a very active member in Indian Dental Association, Rotary International, Junior Chambers International, and whatnot. So this one is a special award I received, Rajiv Gandhi Excellence Award for outstanding contribution and distinguished service to the nation. So it has been a phenomenal journey. Been there, done it all, lots of things, lots of learnings, powerful experiences in life. And but then, how many of you understood this slide? Type me in the chat. Okay. See, the world see your success, right? But none of us get success easily. Every success has a story behind, isn't it? And okay, so we have to go through a lot of sacrifices, a lot of failures, lots of ups and downs, making mistakes, bouncing back, and whatnot. So this is what the world see, and this is what you go through. So my story is no different than yours. It all started in a very small town called Pachora in district Jalgaon in the state of Maharashtra in India. Born and brought up there, this is where I used to live till my 12th standard, till I got my admission in BDS. Okay, this was my house. Imagine. Okay, a two-room tin shed house, and 11 of us used to live in a joint family. Very tough upbringing, difficult, but growing up with this humble background never became an excuse or a reason why I cannot do what I always wanted to do. In fact, it always inspired me to do something more, something big all the time. And, even today, like when, I am wherever I am, I have still kept that one room. Okay. So every single time I go back to my hometown, and that keeps on inspiring me all the way. Okay, so so this is how it all started. My town is around 400 kilometers equidistance from Mumbai, Pune. So did my graduation from Bharati Vidyapit, Pune, and I was one of the university toppers in Pune University during my graduation. And I was getting my post graduation in any and every field I wanted, honestly, at that time. But someone who, by choice, didn't pursue the post graduation went back to the hometown and started Smile Dental Clinic on 14th November 1999. So, as I told you, coming Thursday, I'll be completing 25 years to my private practice. And people think that, I don't practice dentistry. But let me tell you something very interesting. I practice dentistry literally on daily basis. At least Monday to Friday, I am full time in my clinic. And if you're someone who have seen me working, okay, it will blow your mind with the kind of work that I can do, and I still do. I love doing patients. I love to be in touch with the patients simply because that helps you to understand. It gives you the real time touch, the real time experience with what people are thinking, right now, contextually, about dentistry, about dental profession, about dental visits. Okay. And that makes things more impactful, more powerful when I conduct different sessions, different courses, okay, for our course participants, our community participants. Okay. So, still practice dentistry, and I started my practice in my small town, Pachora, a 50, 60,000 population town. November 99, I was I started my practice even before my 23rd birthday. Okay. And guess what? In these small towns, normally, okay, as I told you that I'm going to share my journey with you. Okay. So in this small town, normally the practices clicks very fast. There is hardly any waiting period. Okay. How many of you, those of you who are from small places can probably will be able to relate to what I'm saying. So type yes or true in the chat if you know what I'm saying, right? So there is hardly any waiting period, and in fact, in those times there were hardly any dentists. Okay, so I went back to my hometown, started practicing dentistry. Guess what? Within first 3 months, the average number of patients I used to do every day was around 23. 23 was my average number of daily patients. Okay, including the new patients plus the appointments. And a 23-year-old boy, okay, doing around 25 patients a day, making 4-digit money every day. And I'm talking about 99 and 2000. And, it was like, oh, life is sorted. Okay. But as I told you, life is always what happens to you when you're making some other plans. Within 6 months, like in the first 6, 7 months, I never realized what was happening. Okay. It's like, I was like, wow, life is set. But soon I realized that the practice is getting stagnant. That point of saturation came very early in my practice. I still remember. So, I realized that the practice was getting stagnant. I knew one thing for sure, that stagnation is not good. Okay. I knew one thing for sure, stagnation is not good. No matter how slow, but the practice must keep on growing. In fact, I always say this now, that stagnation is the first phase of decline. Okay. See, your practice will never go down when it actually starts going down. But if it is not going up, eventually it will go down for sure. Anything which doesn't grow eventually goes down. That's the nature's law. So at that time, although I didn't have this much knowledge or wisdom or whatever at that time, but one thing I knew, that stagnation is not right. I still remember from June 2000 till March 2007, 7 long years of stagnation. The practice was literally like this. 1 month, you get a big ceramic bridge and it used to shoot like that ECG graph and again come back. Okay. How many of you can relate to it? Type yes in the chat box. Right. And again, so as if I was a salaried person in my own practice, I was doing everything I could to grow my practice. But trust me, beyond a point, the practice was not growing. Okay. By the way, how many of you wants to grow your practice? Type me in the chat box. Okay. I was one of them. I desperately wanted to grow my practice. I knew one thing for sure, that, as I told you, कि growth to hona chahiye. And especially when you are doing everything right, you have good clinical skills, you have good clinic, good setup, decent setup. Okay. If you're doing everything right, but practice was still not growing, I didn't know how to do that. Okay. And 7 long years of stagnation, I literally I came to know about maybe this particular course. I attended that course. I came to know about this conference. I went to that conference, did everything I could, but the practice was just not growing. Till in 2007, I attended one seminar on success principles. Okay. And the trainer showed two slides rather in that seminar. And that gave me the missing link in my practice. Okay. The first slide that he showed and that changed my perspective toward the practice was this. According to the Dell Carnegie Institute, 85% of your financial success is due to your personality, your communication skill, negotiation skill, leadership skills. Shockingly, only 15% is due to the technical knowledge. And I was like, oh my God, is it? 85% of your financial success is due to something which is never taught to us. And what we learned for like 25 years, around almost 25 years of life, contributes to 15%. Then, just want to ask a question to all of you before, I show you the second slide. That actually changed my life completely. Okay. And then there was no looking back after that in my practice, in my life. The trainer asked a question, like, and I would like to ask, the same thing to you. What do you think? Why it happens that in spite of having similar education, people differ in the success? Like we all are dentists, but all of us are not going to have same name, fame, money, whatever, patients, reputation, brand, whatever. What is your opinion? Put it in the chat box, by the way. Okay. So I would like to tell you something. Okay. I don't want you to just sit and watch this session as if you're watching some web series ka episode. Okay. I want you to participate here. Whenever I ask you to put something in the chat, make sure that you do that. Why it is important to participate? Always remember this. No matter which game you're playing, it's always the players who make the history and not the spectators. So be the player. Okay. So till now, I believe maybe it's the luck, communication and luck. Okay. About luck, the only thing that I have learned is fortune favors brave. So if you're brave, the luck will be on your side. Okay. Luck, good management, communication skill, good. Okay. What else? What else? Confidence, right? The skill sets, lack of commitment, lack of focus, communication, good staff. Awesome. I'm liking your participation. I told you guys, be the player. Keep on participating because it's always the players who make the history and not the spectators. So don't just sit here and watch this as if it's something, a movie or something. Okay. Good place. Okay. Cool. And so I tell you what, all these answers are correct. Something more specific to it. Communication, consistency, money. Okay, nice. There's something more specific to it. And the slide that the trainer showed and that changed my life forever is this. He said, according to University of Harvard, the contribution of domain skill in human success is just 12 to 13%. And what constitutes or contributes to almost 88% of our success is the soft skills and the effectiveness of the soft skill with which we use them. And I was like, ye kya hai? What is domain skill? Domain skill is our technical knowledge. We are dentists. Dentistry is our domain. Okay. And what are soft skills? Something I had never heard these two words at that time. Okay. Soft skills are nothing but your communication skill, your presentation skill, your management skill. Okay. Communication, presentation, management, leadership and team building skills, interpersonal skills and rapport building skills, crisis management skills, objection handling skills, prize objection handling skills. Now, guess what? Are these things ever taught to us in our schools, colleges? Never. And I was like, how it is possible? My clinical skills, for which I did a lot of study, a lot of money was spent, a lot of hard work, so many years, around 25 years of life. And you're saying that it contributes to 12, 15%. And something that is never taught to us in our dental schools contributes to 85, 88%. I raised my hand. I said, I don't agree with this. And there were quite a few people in the audience who were on my side. Okay. And the trainer said one thing: you have all the right to disagree. By the way, these are not my surveys. You can write an email to Harvard and Dale Carnegie Institute. But I can prove that this survey is right. And he asked a question to everyone. I would like to ask the same question to you here today. If you recollect your batchmates, and if you think of the top 10 practitioners from your batch, okay? So like your batchmates and those who have very good practices, okay? Like just try to recollect roughly the top 10 practitioners from your batch. The question is this, and I want you to write the answer in the chat box. The question is this: who are more like, majority? I'm talking about like if we take the top 10 practitioners by majority, like 6, 7, 8 out of 10, whatever. By majority, who are more flourished practitioners? The toppers or the backbenchers? Okay. The toppers or the backbenchers? Put it in the chat. So I'm not saying that the backbenchers don't have good practice, toppers don't have good practice. I'm saying by majority. Okay. Okay, can you see this? Everyone says by majority, the backbenchers are more flourished practitioners than toppers. And that itself is more than enough to prove that it takes something more along with clinical skills. Clinical skills, there is no replacement here. It's not either or, it is and. It takes something more along with clinical skills in order to build a successful dental practice or a medical practice. Because this just does not apply to dentistry. Every physician don't have same practice. Every lawyer don't have same practice. Every MBA don't have same package. This itself is more than enough to prove that it takes something more along with your clinical skills in order to build a successful career, no matter in which field you are. Guys, that was the day. It changed my life because nobody ever taught about these two words, soft skills, to me. And I'm talking about 2007. I started learning soft skills, implementing soft skills. From that 2007 moment, guess what? The same small town, 50,000 population town, where the practice was stagnant for 7 years. And when your practice is stagnant and you keep on giving excuses to yourself, when the practice was stagnant, you know what I used to say to myself? How will the practice grow? It's a limited population. People don't have money. There is inflation, blah, 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 blah. Our brain is very interesting. Whatever happens to you in life, your brain starts justifying it. The same brain all of a sudden started saying new things to me. Because my practice from 2007 to 2012, within next 5 years, the practice went up by 10 times. Believe it or not. Exactly 10 times growth to my practice in 5 years. And I was like, oh my God. So I already had those clinical skills, a good setup, good equipment, instruments, everything. What was probably lacking was the soft skill part. Because it's not that you are bad at communication or anything, but it is never taught to us, unfortunately. It went up 10 times in number of patients or treatment charges. It's neither about number of patients nor about treatment charges. It's about the revenue. See, the practice growth is always calculated in the revenue. Okay, so naturally the treatment charges goes up with inflation and everything. All of us raise the treatment charges every year, right? The number of patients also go up slowly, but it's about the real growth of the practice. And that is always calculated in the revenue. Okay. And I thought the life is set now. 7 years of stagnation, trying to find out the missing link, did all the hard work, whatever was required to make it happen. And at the end, finally cracked the deal kind of thing. Okay. Cracked the code and the practice went up. And I was like, now the life is sorted. But as I told you, life is what happens to you when you are making some other plan. And you know what? When you become successful, the problem is you start developing the mindset that I know it, mujhe pata hai. You start thinking that you are smart. I made the same mistake at that time. I told you right in the beginning, those of you who are here since beginning, I told you one thing, that in this particular session, I'm actually going to share my journey with you very, very purely and authentically. Okay, the challenges I faced, the obstacles that I encountered, the mistakes I made, um, the results I got, the shocks, and the recovery. Okay, so 7 years of stagnant practice, and all of a sudden you start seeing your practice zooming up like anything, and you're like, I know it. Okay, and then I had that excess money. Okay, I had that excess money. So now when you have money, what you do, you're an intelligent person, right? So-called doctors. I started putting that money in the stock market because I know everything, right? And guess what happened? Came 2008 stock market fall, the shock of my life, one of the biggest crash in the stock market history. The subprime crisis hit the United States, and it took the entire world economy into a deep recession. Guess what? This so-called intelligent doctor who knew so-called everything lost every single penny of my hard-earned money of 9 years practice in the stock market crash of 2008. Can you believe this? I went completely bankrupt in 2008 stock market crash. That was in the month of Jan itself. I was actually devastated. It was one of the lowest moments of my life. From 99 to 2008, 9 years of practice, whatever hard work, savings I did, put everything in the stock market. My entire investment was into stock market. Naturally, later I realized it was on the wrong advice, in the wrong stocks. I lost every single penny of my life. I was bankrupt completely. I did that because I wanted to grow my money. Okay. By the way, how many of you would like to grow your money? Type me in the chat box. Come on. How many of you would like to grow your money? Don't raise hand, type me in the chat. Awesome. All of us, yeah. See, because I'll tell you what, and I always say this. Okay, dentistry, medical profession is a very hard-working profession. People outside don't realize how much hard work we do. You have to take a lot of toll on your eyes, your fingers, your neck, your back throughout the day. It's never an easy money, right? So if making money is important, growing that money is equally important, if not more. So whatever I did, maybe it was greed or whatever you call it, but it was the pure intent was to grow the hard-earned money. But the problem was I didn't know how to do it. I made all the wrong things I could. Okay. March 2000, like Jan 2008, the subprime crisis. Okay. And the stock market crash happened. If you have if there is someone here who knows about that ferocious fall in the stock market. For the next 8-9 months, I just tried to figure out what went wrong and why. And guess what? I understood one thing. I read a lot and understood one thing, and it was this. Doctors are few of the worst financial managers in the world. And I am not saying this. Across the world, not just in India, doctors are few of the worst financial managers. How many of you agree? Type agree in the chat box. Okay. There are three kinds of mistakes that we make. One set of mistake that we make is by not investing in the right asset classes at the right time. You have money, but you still don't. The second type of mistakes that we make is by investing in the wrong assets at the wrong time. You get stuck at the top, whether it is real estate, stock market, or whatever. True? And another set of mistake that we make is by not investing at all. You have money, you have the opportunity, but you're like, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't give me results? What if I go wrong? These kind of thoughts come to your mind. Type true if that is true. And one of your friend who is just 10, 12 pass, he invests that money and his money grows 10 times. And you're like, oh, I was getting that flat for 800 rupees per square feet. When I got married, the gold was 5,000 rupees for 10 grams. The Maruti share was 500 rupees, and so on and so on. What if we don't have money? I'll talk about that as well. The point is, across the world, this is found that doctors are really bad money managers. And you know why? There are few financial mistakes that we really make very, very badly. What are they? Number one, the first set is this. Many doctors have too many bank accounts. How many bank accounts you have? By the way, put that number in the chat box. Okay, 2, 1, 8, 3, 4, 2, 3. Cool. The financial awareness is at least growing. 14, 12. Now, let me tell you something. When you have too many bank accounts, it becomes practically impossible for you to track those accounts. Isn't it? One of the participant in my LifeXL course, he had 34 bank accounts. Can you believe that? 34 bank accounts. And I was like, why? Kyun bhai? And he said, sir, I always had this feeling that, every bank that comes, I should have account there. I said, do you know how much money is lying idle, dead in those accounts? And it's your hard-earned money, by the way. I asked him to go back. A very leading implantologist, actually, from Mumbai. When he came back next time, 45 lakh rupees were there in those 34 bank accounts. Some accounts had 10,000, some accounts had 2 lakhs, some account had 3 lakhs, some account had 50,000, and so on. I said, he was like, sir, I am shocked. 45 lakh rupees lying dead. What should I do now? I said, buy a CBCT. He purchased CBCT with that money. Now his practice has gone up 4 times. Big mistake, because on day-to-day basis, we are so busy in our practices. How many of you agree that it becomes impossible for us to track our bank accounts, the mutual funds, the investments or insurances and all those things, the premiums you have to pay? Don't complicate finances. One of the biggest mistake that we make is because of this. Doctors have too many bank accounts. Doctors have too many insurance policies. I have seen a participant who had 56 LIC policies. The total premium he used to pay was 24 lakh rupees a year. The rate of return, average rate of return of these endowment plans is like 5-6% per annum. In a country where the inflation is 6 to 7%, 5-6% becomes zero return. Your hard-earned money, 24 lakh rupees a year premium you're paying, to get what? 0% return. Too many loans, because you get the loan on 1 click, 2 click, whatever, 10 seconds. Commercial loan, home loan, car loan, personal loan, gold loan, credit card loan, overdraft, cash credit account. Ad hoc investments. Many times you also don't realize where your investment is. Is there someone here who found one mutual fund statement during the Diwali Saaf Safai or accidentally in one of your drawers? Type me in the chat box. Imagine your hard-earned money, you yourself don't know where you have invested. Ad hoc investments, no streamlining, no planning, and lot of real estate exposure. Because a lot of earning Nowadays, so things have changed, but then there was a time when a lot of earning was in the cash. So the only way to hide that money was pumping into real estate. Whereas the long-term returns of real estate, if you see like 100 years chart of real estate returns, you will find that our long-term returns are just 12, 13%. So on one side, we have too many of this. On other side, we have too less of what or no? Financial planning, tax planning, investment planning, retirement planning, and stock market exposure. We don't do what we call it as financial planning properly. We don't do financial goal setting properly. We don't do retirement planning properly. I don't know how many of you know about this, but if you don't do retirement planning properly, the hospitals can make you bankrupt. How many of you unfortunately saw the glimpse of the same or experienced the same during the COVID pandemic times? Type me in the chat box. It's so scary actually. The hospitalization has become so expensive. Imagine what will happen by the time you get old. The kind of money you're going to need for your retirement life. We don't even think about all these things. These are the financial mistakes which doctors make. Okay. And then there are three very interesting financial myths that we all have. The first myth is, whenever I ask people that you should learn financial literacy, you should, learn the investment, learn the how to make yourself financially secure, how to do financial planning, how to do financial goal setting. And people are like, अरे sir, I don't have money. मेरे पास पैसा ही नहीं है. Finance के बारे में सीख के क्या करूं? What should I do? And why should I learn about finance? Let me tell you, the eye opener. How many of you are in this camp, by the way? That why should I learn about financial literacy? I don't have money at all. Type me in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Very common mistake. Let me tell you something. The eye opener is this. Financial literacy is not about money at all. It is about the knowledge. I hope you are getting my point. It is about knowledge. A lot of people think that I will learn about money when I have money. Guess what? It's exactly other way around. It is when you will learn about money, you will have money. Yes, you heard that right. Be here till the last moment. I'll show you something very, very powerful. Always remember this. It's not when you have money, you should learn about money. It is only when you learn about money, you will have enough money. Always remember this. Knowledge is power. It just doesn't matter how much you earn. What matters is how you use that money to invest, to grow, to secure your finances, for risk management, for money management. It's so important. Now, there is extreme other set of people who are like, I have too much of money. I don't have to learn financial literacy. मतलब मेरे पास बहुत पैसा है. मतलब it's like I don't have to think a lot or anything when I want to buy anything or whatever. For you, the eye opener is this. If there is someone in this camp, the eye opener is this. Have you heard about inflation? Guys, I don't know how many of you know about inflation, but let me tell you something. No matter how much money you have, inflation means महंगाई is devaluing your money by 7% every year. Like for example, if someone is having 10 lakh rupees, and if the money is not growing, the 10 lakh rupees next year will become 9.3 lakh. Now you will be like, how come? It will be 10 lakh. Yes. But its purchasing power, the value will go down. I'll give you a simple example. What do you mean by 7% inflation? That means something which you can purchase for say 100 rupees this year, Next year, you will need 107 rupees to purchase the same thing, average. That means your 100 rupee note, the currency note, is not enough to purchase that thing next year. You will have to add 7 rupees extra. What does it mean? It means the value of that 100 actually have become 93, because you have to add 7 rupees to purchase the same product. If you got it, type got it in the chat box now. Your money goes down rapidly by 7% every year. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much money you have, if it is not growing, it is becoming half or less than half every 10 years. So if you think you have a lot of money, I'll tell you what, within the next 15 years, your money will become 10%. Your expenses will become 5 times, and so on and so on. But how do we need 3,000 to purchase root canal, blah, blah, blah? A completely different topic altogether. That's why you also need to learn what I teach people. Okay. So I hope you're getting my point. So this is another set of people who have this myth that I have a lot of money. And then third common financial myth is this. So I want to learn about finance, but you know what? I don't have time. Let me tell you, it's your hard-earned money. Okay, I already told you. It's not easy money that you and me make, right? It's a hard-earned money. Therefore, you should take charge of your hard-earned money. Learn financial literacy. Invest that money properly. Okay, I could bounce back from the mistakes that I made. Not everybody can. I went bankrupt. I bounced back. Trust me, it's not easy for everyone to do it. It's always better to learn financials proactively, take charge of your hard-earned money, and invest it properly. Do that risk management, money management, and so on. Because I'll tell you what, we all are professionals, and a professional's life cycle is very set. You have so-called startup phase, peak earning phase, and cooling off phase. And there is a very specific way of practicing, growing, and cooling down. Professionally also, financially also. You need to do the right things in every phase so that your life just goes wow. If you don't do that, it will be stress throughout the life. I'll show you a very interesting graph. Whatever financial goals you have, I'm going to type it in the chat box. What did you understand from this graph? Put it in the chat. What did you understand from this? Okay, what did you understand? Same goal at every stage of life, okay? Oh, that's awesome. Start early, we can get more profit, okay? We need to work hard in the older age, okay? Age doesn't matter, just start, okay? What else? I'm looking for a very specific, whatever may be the age, start investing, cool. Anything else? I'm looking for a very specific answer. Come on. We have less chance of growing at the age of 45, okay? Right thing at any age, start compounding your money. 45, our goals gets closer faster, okay? Anything else? Guys, look. This is cool, nice. Best time is today. Yes, just look at this graph. When it comes to financial planning, financial goal setting, investing, wealth creation, growing your money, earlier you start, easier it is. जितना आपको लेट होता है, it becomes steeper, more difficult to achieve your financial goals. earlier you start, better it is. And what is early? Today, now. Okay. I always say this in this session. This session can potentially change the course of your life, your financials, and your practice forever. The more it gets delayed to start financial literacy, financial planning, goal setting, money management, investment, wealth creation, the more you delay it, the more difficult it becomes for you because the graph becomes steeper. The more difficult it becomes for you to achieve your financial goals. I'm sure all of you have seen these kind of people that, by the time they come to the middle age and old age, they are like, money is not everything. पैसा ही सब कुछ नहीं है. जिंदगी में खुशी होनी चाहिए. How many of you have heard these kind of dialogues? It's because now they know that it has become very steep and I'll not be able to make it. The bitter truth of life. That's why if you're someone who is attending today's session and still less than 30, 35 years of age, you're a blessed soul. I'm not joking. Even if I knew things at that time, there was nobody to teach. And that's why I made all these mistakes. I want you to not make these mistakes, okay? Very, very important. So it's not just about the practice growth. It's not just about, it's not just about the practice growth. It's not just about, soft skills. It's also about investing. It's also about financial literacy. Okay. So you should also know. Now, when I went through that bankruptcy, I started learning finances. And the recovery started. Okay. From 2008 complete bankruptcy to 2012, I became financially free once again. By 2012, my practice went up by 10 times, as I told you before. Financially, I was stable. Good investments. Money also made like 10 times, 8 times. A lot of investment. Now, I had financial literacy also. So I knew how to invest right. Lot of patients in the clinic, busy life. But guess what? The biggest problem, the irony of a professional's life is this. If your practice does not click in the initial years when you have less number of patients or no patients, that gives you a lot of stress, right? So if your practice doesn't click, it's a problem. Guess what? The bigger problem is when you become successful. Because success for a professional comes at the cost of time. Type true in the chat box. You have more patients. That means you have to be more time in the clinic. You have to give more time. And what gets disturbed is the work-life balance. Now you are settled. You have money. You have more patients. You have more success. But you want to spend more time with the family. You want to take care of your health. You want to spend me time, blah, blah, blah. Where is the time? And everything again goes disturbed. That started happening to me as well. More money, more patients actually brought more busyness in my life. And the work-life balance got completely disturbed. There was no so-called me time and all those things. Just couldn't help. Okay. So all of us want to spend more time with your families. All of us wants to spend more time with yourself. But the problem is, where is the time? And that brings another set of problem. Doctors are few of the most stressed people in the society. I don't know if you know this. The average lifespan of a medico in India is 5 years less than the average lifespan of an average citizen. Can you believe this? Look at this irony. The people who give good life to our patients, They themselves live less. They are few of the most stressed people in the society. And then there is competition and unreasonable expectations from your patients, from your staff, from your family members. People are living profession. Somebody just said the topper of my class is a banker. People are living profession. And it many times becomes a thankless job. Okay, so it's so difficult and it becomes, next to impossible to understand ki boss, kare to kya kare? What should I do? Nobody has taught us how to handle all these things. Literally. I was in the same boat. First, the practice was stagnant. By the time I could learn how to come out of the stagnancy, the soft skills, the importance of all that, suffered the financial loss. By the time you learn financial literacy, then work-life balance gets disturbed. So, nobody give us any guideline how to live a great life. There's a very powerful quote by Robin Sharma, and he says, do not live the same life 75 times. Do not live the same year 75 times and call it a life. You live only once. It's important that you live right. So many times we come at a crossroad where we just don't know what to do. And similarly, I was at the crossroad. Always remember, I got the breakthrough when I understood these 4 pillars of life. The 4 pillars of life are this: your personal self, your profession, your finances, and your relationships. Imagine a room or a table. If you want that to be stable, equal, you need 4 columns, right? And all of these 4 columns should be equal. It's not just about profession. You should be very good in your practice, very good, successful, making a lot of good money. You should know financial planning properly. Okay. Investing money properly. At the same time, you should be able to balance that work life, give wonderful time to your family, kids, society, and then yourself. The 4 pillars of life, very, very important. I understood these 4 pillars of life in one of the sessions that I attended, just like you are attending this session now. And then I got the breakthrough of life. How to do it. And the breakthrough was constantly learning, reviving yourself, rejuvenating yourself through what we call it as upgradation. Constantly upgrading yourself in every sphere of life. Unfortunately, nobody has taught us. Nobody had taught me as well at that time. I'll give you a very, very nice real case study in the world before I go ahead. There was an Oxford University student, and he was studying the world's top 500 companies, the Fortune 500 companies. And he saw a very interesting pattern that the world is changing so fast. There is so much of competition everywhere, the internet, the AI, and whatnot. Still, there are more than 300 companies which are in the list of Fortune 500 for years after years. So what he did was, as a part of his thesis, he sent an email to the CEOs of world's top 500 companies, asking them one single liner question. Okay. Asking them one single liner question. Why and how it is possible that in such a fast changing world, highly competitive era, your company is still in the list of Fortune 500? What is the biggest secret of being in the list of Fortune 500 for years and decades? And to his surprise, now extremely busy people like this, why they should reply to such unknown email? But to his surprise, he received 83 replies. And 79 out of 83 were on similar lines. And that was continuous upgradation in their own field was the secret of being one step ahead than their competitors. Continuous upgradation in their own field was the secret of being one step ahead than the competitors. Keep on upgrading yourself, not just professionally. Don't just keep on doing root canal course and implant course and all that. That is only one pillar of life. Because the moment you start upgrading, it just takes you to the different orbit altogether. Gone are those days when there was a crow and once he was thirsty. In these modern times, the crow has become smart. Your mobile phones, wristwatches, television sets have become smart. It's time for you and me to become smart. As Robin Sharma also says, in order to double your income and success, triple your investment in personal development and professional mastery. Think about this. What is personal development? Soft skills. What is professional mastery? Clinical skills. Constantly upgrade yourself in soft skills and clinical skills. Friends, the day I realized this, I started attending different courses, different sessions. I started having different mentorship program. I learned literally from, who's who of the world. Apart from doing all the clinical courses from the best of the best mentors in our country, I did so many personal development courses, management courses, financial, literacy courses. Literally, right from like I have attended everybody, right from Tony Robbins to Blair Singer to Mac Attram to Robert Riopen to Robert Kiyosaki to Les Brown to Courtney Smith, apart from the best of the best coaches and trainers in this country. This small town dentist over the last 10, 12 years has invested around 47.73 lakh rupees in upgradation. Whatever comes to your mind, just put it in the chat after listening to this. 47.73 lakh rupees in upgradation. And every single time I did something, it just took me to the next level. Many times when I had to swipe my card for a course worth 1.5 lakh or 4.2 lakhs, a mentorship program of 8.6 lakhs or 59,000, whatever. Many times either I did not have money or I did not have time. And I always used to think, yeah, next year कर लेंगे, बाद में कर लेंगे, पैसे नहीं है, time नहीं है. Till one fine day, I still remember, one of my mentors said this: you need to invest the time and money which you do not have today. This is the exact answer, Aditya. I didn't have that money. That's what my mentor said. You need to invest the time and money which you do not have today in order to reach where you want to reach tomorrow. Majority of this money came from the loans, actually. And I cannot disclose my annual revenue publicly. The only thing I can say is I have my own practice. I have a LLP company under which my courses are conducted. I have a private limited company where I give the franchises of my clinic. And in last 2 years, we have 15 clinics, 5 more coming up within the next 4 months, and so on and so on. Every single time I upgraded myself, it just took my game to the next level. And that was the one of the most biggest turning point, the breakthrough moment of my life, when one of my mentors said this: you need to invest the time and money which you do not have today in order to reach where you want to reach tomorrow. Guys, unfortunately, there was no single course, no single mentorship program, no single mastermind session, no single mentor or coach, and no single city or country which taught me all this. It was an extreme level of hard work. I had to travel to different cities, different countries, enroll for different courses, learn from different mentors, in order to get the entire knowledge. And that entire knowledge about all these 4 pillars of life, I have compiled and put it in my wonderful year-long program called LifeXL. And that's why I never call LifeXL a course to attend. It's a life transforming journey. It's a way of life which you all should start living. I told you in the beginning, although this is a LifeXL showcase session, I'm not just going to talk about the LifeXL course. For the majority of the time, I will share my own journey of my life with you, the mistakes that I made, how I recovered, how I learned, and what became the game changer in my life. Okay, I told you that for around 1 hour, this is what I will talk. And then next 10, 15, 20 minutes, I'll talk about the LifeXL course. I conduct this course only once in a year. Every single module of LifeXL is conducted only once in a year. And I'm giving you an opportunity here today, now, to all of you, to jump into this wonderful thing. No single person, no single course, no single city or country taught me all this. I really have learned all this very, very hard way. Conducting LifeXL since last 8 years have transformed thousands of lives, not just of the dental professionals, but medicos as well. There have been hundreds of cardiologists, oncosurgeons, orthopedics, gynecologists, pediatricians, BMS, BHMS, physiotherapy practitioners, ophthalmologists, general practitioners have attended LifeXL apart from the majority of the dental professionals from 6 different countries for the last 8 years. So I'll just take around 15 minutes to talk about LifeXL, give you the wonderful opportunity to jump into this. And as I told you, you should be here till the last moment. See, whether you jump into LifeXL or not is your choice, because at the end of it, I always say this, life is your creation. It's purely your choice. Okay. But go through this, because when I show you the mind map, you will understand there is so much in this world which you must learn. Every single professional must learn in order to ensure that all 4 columns of your room are equal and stable, and you have and lead a great life. Okay. So let me just quickly go ahead and talk about, and as I promised you, I'm going to give you this special offer only for today, those who want to jump into the LifeXL curriculum. So in the LifeXL curriculum, okay. So in the LifeXL curriculum, there are 4 different courses which covers, this 4 module covers the 4 pillars of life. And they are personal Excel, wealth Excel, practice Excel, and family Excel. So these are the 4 courses. And collectively, the name is LifeXL, because it is only when you work on these 4 columns, make them as much equal and balanced as possible, you can live a profound life. So let me quickly go one by one and tell you what exactly personal Excel, wealth Excel, practice Excel, and family Excel is all about. Okay, what is the investment? What is the offer? Everything. So let's talk about the personal Excel. It's a 3-day program to discover your truest potential and becoming the best version of yourself. 1 Saturday, Sunday, and 1 Sunday. 1 weekend, 1 Sunday. The 1 weekend, the LifeXL, the personal Excel. And as I told you, I conduct all these only once in a year. Okay. So the personal Excel is happening on this coming weekend, 16th and 17th November and 15th December. These are the dates for personal Excel. You can just take a screenshot of this. Guys, whatever questions you have, please hold on to all your questions, because almost all these questions will get answered when I complete this presentation. And of course, if you have more questions, you can always come back. Okay. So the dates are this: the next weekend, the coming weekend, and 1 Sunday in December, that is 15th December. Okay. Now, what exactly I cover in personal Excel? Just have a look at that. So first, let's come to personal Excel. What exactly I cover in personal Excel? See, in personal Excel, I work, okay. So Dr. Praveen, this is not the right platform to talk about, the clinic franchisees and all. So you can just Google smilexcel.com, write an email to SmileXcel's official email ID and connect with us. That's fine. Okay. So coming to personal Excel, what exactly I talk about? I work on your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and your cellular level. The personal Excel works at all these three levels. You will be surprised. With all honesty, you'll not be able to probably even understand the depth of what I am saying right now. But let me tell you, personal Excel will transform you absolute upside down. I have so many different courses, if you know me, but my best creation for my participants for this planet of my life is personal Excel. I'll tell you this. And I know what I'm saying. It's that powerful. Okay. So, how personal Excel works on your conscious mind? The topics that I cover: taking charge of your life, SWOT analysis, defining your priorities, goal setting, time management, and positive attitude. These are the topics where you consciously learn to implement things. But your learning is never only conscious. Subconsciously, where the personal Excel works. Personal Excel helps you to identify your mental blueprint, your belief systems, how to identify them. That's number one. Then how to separate the wrong belief systems, removing those orange pills one by one and doing the right things. What is the importance of self-belief? How to work on that? Why? What is the power of habits? Okay. Why it is important to live your life with habits, and consciously which habits you should nurture or develop. How to create a wish list, your bucket list, most importantly, how to fulfill it, and the power of creative visualization. So subconsciously, you will become a completely different person. It's not just that. At cellular level, the personal Excel works by inculcating, percolating the theories of law of attraction, gratefulness. You will land up discovering yourself in these 3 days. You'll end up understanding your self image and where you should be, what should be your ideal self image, the power of affirmations, and how to manifest anything and everything you want in life. Can you believe this statement? This is such a powerful thing. I told you, personal Excel is the best creation of my life. It has transformed so many people's life. So many people's life. I'll tell you something very interesting. I started, conducting these courses as a practice management teacher or mentor, whatever you call it, to help people to grow their practices. But more than all that, you know what? This entire LifeXL journey has transformed people in more than one way. See, as far as practice Excel, practice growth is concerned, I have more than 1,000 documented success stories where people's practices have gone up anywhere between 25% to 1,000%, 10 times practice growth. You go to my YouTube channel and you will find so many success stories. As far as wealth Excel is concerned, people could enjoy their lockdowns only because of what they learned in wealth Excel, the importance of money management, risk management, and so on. We have people who could create a portfolio of 5 crore, 8 crore, 10 crore rupees in stock market. Next to impossible thing for a regular dentist like you and me. But what have really transformed people's lives is personal Excel and family Excel. Okay? Personal Excel and family Excel. There are 34 people who were on antidepressants and are free of antidepressants now. There are 14 people who were about to get divorced, happily married now. There are 6 people who were thinking of committing suicide, still alive, living happily. This is the kind of transformation this year-long journey has made. Forget about the practice growth and it's so simple. I always say this. Those of you who have heard me before, I always say this. It is so easy to grow your practice. Trust me. It is so easy to double, triple, quadruple your practice. What is different is how to manage that money, how to maintain that work-life balance, and how to become the best version of yourself. And that is what exactly the personal Excel teaches you. Okay? Just listen to, what one of the architect, she had joined personal Excel, and listen to what Rajni says.
Would not, I would like to emphasize again, which I also told in Wealth Excel, that the sequence in which this whole Life Excel course has been placed, like Personal Excel being the first, that is something which is really, really important. And that was the least I actually looked forward to when I had seen the courses. And I had always thought that Wealth Excel is the most important, which I'll gain the maximum from. But today, when I look back, I think if it was not for Personal Excel, I wouldn't have been anywhere after the pandemic. So thank you so much for that.
Okay, so
I
extremely
would
powerful.
not, I
So,
I would like to
oops,
emphasize again, which I also
sorry.
told in
Okay, so this was about the personal Excel. Now, what is the
Wealth
course fees for personal Excel? The course value, and as I told you that I'm going to give you the uh, webinar special offer to jump in. The course value of personal Excel is 44,000 plus GST. Okay, so next is Wealth Excel. What is Wealth Excel? Absolute A to Z about finance. 4 days program, 2 weekends, 2 Saturday Sundays, 1 weekend in February, 1 weekend in March. These are the dates for Wealth Excel. And friends, when I show you the curriculum of Wealth Excel, it will just blow your mind. I conduct Wealth Excel only once in a year. Okay, let me just quickly go ahead and show you what exactly is included in Wealth Excel. Okay, in Wealth Excel, we talk about the psychology of money. See, all of us have a very different psychology when it comes to money, because at the end of it, money is a mind game. So, how do you think about money? You will come to know. You will come to know about your money personality in Wealth Excel. You will come to know about how much risk you can take, your own risk appetite, whether you are a high risk person, medium risk person, low risk person, and whatnot. You will learn a lot about the basics of financial literacy, right from the financial mistakes we make, assets, what are liabilities, details about professional's life cycle, how to do financial planning, what is financial pyramid and what is its importance, what are different financial traps which you should keep yourself away from. There are two types of loan, good loans and bad loans. You should always take good loans and you should never take bad loans. Why good loans are called good loans, why bad loans are bad loans, and etc. And what are the important ratios in your balance sheet. Guys, every single topic in the entire Life Excel curriculum can recover your course fees literally. You will recover the entire Life Excel fees in one topic of Wealth Excel. It's very simple. Then, how to do your risk management, money management, making yourself financially secure. We talk about how much cash you should have, what are different insurances you should have, how much insurances you should have, how to repay your loans faster, even if your income remains same. Can you believe this? Okay, how to do the retirement planning, how to calculate your retirement corpus, how to do financial goal setting, what are your financial enemies you should be really keeping yourself away from, importance of credit score, what are the cardinal rules of money, and what is the importance of making a will document. This is what makes you financially secure. And when it comes to wealth creation and growing your money, we talk about what are the different stages of wealth creation, what are different types of income, different types of FD. Shall you put your money in FDs or not? Whatever, which type of FDs, different types of mutual fund. Shall you invest in mutual fund or not? If yes, in which type of mutual funds? Stock market investing, stock market trading, commodity investment, gold, silver, other commodities, real estate investment, how to find the proper good real estate, what to see when you go to see the real estate, and so on, how to do money management, what is wealth management, how to inculcate financial discipline in yourself, what are different investment cycles you should know, so that when the cycle starts, you invest in that cycle. What are the secrets of wealth creation? what are the cardinal rules of investing, what are the golden rules of money, and what is the ultimate money making secret. Look at this curriculum, guys. Wealth Excel. Doctors are few of the worst money managers, and teaching about finance to doctors in 4 days. Imagine the kind of challenge it is, right? But just listen to this. One of the financial planner had attended Wealth Excel, and see what he says.
Rich and happy greetings, friends. I'm Ashish Bhave, money and life freedom coach from Pune. I help people to earn money, grow money, and use money in right way. So I'm a money specialist. I'm in this field since from 2005. Last year, I attended Dr. Sujit Pardeshi's Wealth Excel. And really to tell you, even if after this many years in the field, I really enjoyed that 3 days. Why? Because finance made simple, wealth made simple. I assure you that if you attend Wealth Excel, most of your financial worries, financial problems will go away like poof. And it is also made simple for you, made simple to understand, made simple to taking action as well as to get benefits. You know that simple things are most difficult things in this world. There are many things which will get complicated, and most of the time finance is always considered as a complex thing. However, Wealth Excel will make it simple for you. And it is about all things. It is about savings, it is about investing, it is about taking right action about your cash flows, it is about your savings account, insurance, all that things. Everything which you are think of, or I will say, even the things which you are not aware of, you will get aware in this Wealth Excel. So I highly recommend you all to attend this Wealth Excel to start a new beautiful experience about wealth, about money in your life.
Powerful, isn't it? So, like Ashish Bhave sir, I still remember he said that even people in the field of finance world cannot talk about finance with such simplicity. Okay, so it was such a powerful thing. So, coming to Wealth Excel, Wealth Excel is a 4-day program, 2 weekends. The course value is 44,000 plus GST. Moving to growing your practice 2, 3, 5, 10 times. Practice Excel. Another 4-day program, 2 weekends, 2 Saturday, Sundays, one in the month of May, one in the month of June. And all this, personal Excel, practice Excel, Wealth Excel, family Excel happens only once in a year. So these are the dates for practice Excel, guys. Okay. Let me show you the curriculum of practice Excel. Again, something that will blow your mind to the next level. Okay. So when it comes to practice Excel, you will learn the soul of your practice, and which is nothing but the importance of having mission statement, vision statement, and doing the SWOT analysis of your practice. You may not understand this today, doesn't matter, but you will understand how powerful these 3 things are. Then the image of your practice, absolute A to Z about branding, online marketing, offline marketing, all the soft skills, communication skill, presentation skill, management skill, leadership skill, team building skill, negotiation skill, delegation skill. I cover everything, and every single topic will recover your course fees literally in a day's time. I'll tell you this. I'll give you literally a small example of negotiation skill. One of our participants, after attending this session, he was coincidentally about to purchase the space for his clinic. And guess what? In the negotiation, he literally saved 72 lakh rupees. Can you believe this? Okay. So every topic is so powerful. Then the art of networking, the art of objection handling, how to handle different objections of your patient. Most importantly, how to handle the price objections of your patients, and how to use pricing strategy so that the pricing becomes frictionless in your practice. Absolute priceless topic, every single topic. And the icing on the cake, how to develop the competition proof practice. What is conceptual selling? How to use conceptual selling to grow your practice. What is gender intelligence? How to use gender intelligence. What is the difference between satisfied and loyal patients? and how to convert all your satisfied patients into loyal patients, how to use technology to grow your practice, how to use accessories to grow your practice. Absolute mind blowing, isn't it? So this is Practice Excel at its best. Okay, and just listen to this, it will just blow your mind.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kiran Raju from Srinivasa Multi-Specialty Dental Hospital. I came to know about Dr. Sujit sir course through Facebook ad. But with lots of hesitation, I joined in the course. But after joining into the course, I came to know the real beauty of dentistry. Believe me, it says lots of learnings in this course. For example, the value addition, the patient consultation formula, how to manage the staff, everything is clearly shown in this course. Before joining into the course, I have lots of hesitation whether to buy the OPG or not. Even my friends discouraged for this. But after joining into the course, I got lots of confidence. With that confidence, I bought OPG. That's of 8 lakhs, and I recovered all the OPG amount just with one single case. I got the maximum benefited through this course. Guys, please jump into the course. This is the best for dentistry. Thank you, Sujit sir. Thank you for everything.
Powerful, isn't it? And pretty authentic. So it's such a powerful thing. The course value is 44,000 plus GST. And moving to the last pillar, and that is Family Excel. One Saturday, Sunday, one weekends happening in August 25. So the dates for Family Excel are 23rd and 24th of August 2025. Okay, so let me just quickly go ahead and talk about what exactly we cover in Family Excel. So it's all about relation with yourself. In fact, interestingly, I also talk about this very, very powerful part which nobody teaches at the etiquette, the grooming etiquette, the personal etiquette, the business etiquette, and table manners. Guys, see, we all are professionals, but you know what? Nobody has taught us how to do a professional handshake, isn't it? You go to different conferences, different courses in 4-star, 5-star hotels. We don't know how to use that fork, knife, and so many things. Why there are so many glasses, so many plates kept in front of you. There is something which we all need to learn, the grooming etiquette. Then we also cover stress management, mindfulness, being happy, and being human. Very, very powerful sessions on relations with your parents, husband-wife relationship, effective parenting, and how you should lead your life in the future. The wheel of life, upgrading yourself, and burning the boat. Look at the entire curriculum of LifeXL year-long journey. Guys, you will never, take my words, there is no single course, no single mentor who will teach you all this in 1 year, in one course, with such a less investment. That's why I always say, LifeXL is not a course to attend. It's a way of life you should start living. Okay? So when it comes to Family Excel, listen to her.
Very quick. So when I joined, firstly, I had no agenda in mind, like practice grow karna hai, paise kamane hai. I was just going through something and I knew I needed to change something. So they say, what is meant for you will find you. I feel like LifeXL has found me, and I don't know, it's like I have found you at the right time, at the right place. So there have been a lot of changes. I've already told you what those changes are. But one thing that I have to tell you, sir, is that anytime anybody would ask me, my friends, what is the course about? So I would tell them, now we are learning about law of attraction. Then after some time, I would tell them we are learning about finance. Then I would tell them I'm learning about family. So they will be, itna sara ek course mein tum saath mein kaise seekh rahe ho, So you have covered so many things, so much of value you have added to our lives, and that too with so much of warmth, sir. So really, really, thanks a lot. Thank you for changing our lives, our family lives. And like he said also, we are not going to leave you. We're going to keep coming back every year and trouble you.
Okay, powerful, right? So this is how the magic of the entire curriculum unfolds. And friends, Family Excel, another thing, 44,000 plus GST. So the total value of LifeXL curriculum is 1,76,000 plus GST, and it just doesn't stop here. There will be 10 monthly masterminds that will be conducted. Like every month there will be an online session which will be a follow-up session. Like after personal excel you will have one mastermind, after wealth excel you will have another mastermind, and so on and so on. Okay, every month, and it is valued at 2000 plus GST. So the total value of LifeXL curriculum is 1,96,000 plus GST. And again, it doesn't stop here. There is so much that happens in LifeXL. Monthly mastermind is there. The beauty is, once a LifeXLite, always a LifeXLite. Once you join LifeXL, you can come back to attend LifeXL again and again and every year for whatever number of years you want, because there are so many things to learn and it is practically impossible to learn everything in 1 year. And that's very good, right? In the first year, you will learn and you will grab whatever is required at this stage of your life. Few of you may be requiring more of financial part. Few of you may be requiring more of practice growth part, and so on. And then eventually everything becomes so powerful for you. Then we have such a powerful hierarchy. Each one of you will have a buddy. All of you will be in a team. Every team has team leaders to guide. To guide the team leaders and teams, we have super leaders. Look at the hierarchy. You are responsible for your implementation of LifeXL. The next person is your buddy who is responsible. Then is your team. Then is your team leader. Then is your super leaders. So it's such a powerful hierarchy. Every team has a monthly team meeting. Once in a year, we have the offline team meetings. You keep on learning a lot. Even if you miss any day in this LifeXL curriculum, maybe you're not able to attend for some reason, you still don't miss anything because there is so much to implement. From time and again, whenever required, we have few very specialist guest speakers in our LifeXL journey, and you get a very professional handbook. All this absolutely free. Yes, once a LifeXLite, you can always attend LifeXL absolutely free of cost every year. No course in this world will offer you the free access every single time. They will at least charge 50% or whatever. Okay, but I genuinely want people to make and ensure that all 4 pillars of your life are balanced. So the great news is here. The entire LifeXL is going to be online. You don't have to travel anywhere. You just sit in your clinic, home. Don't sit in the clinic. Just give complete focus attention. You might be thinking, sir, I don't learn online. I don't connect online. You have not seen my way of teaching. I think probably you got some idea in last 90 minutes how engaging, how magnetic this entire system is. So don't worry about that. I know how to get results even if you attend online, at least with me. I don't know about others. Okay, so the total value of the course is 1,96,000 plus GST, but only for today. If you jump into LifeXL curriculum, only for today, the total value of LifeXL is just 1,25,000 plus GST. Okay, and that too, you don't have to pay this entire money now. All you have to do is to pay 5,000 plus GST today. Then once you jump in, you have to pay remaining 120 in 4 easy installments of 30,000 plus GST on 10th of November. Coincidentally, that is today because the course is starting on Saturday. So you may pay it tomorrow. That's fine. Okay. 10th of November, 10th of December, 10th of Jan, and 10th of Feb. The entire LifeXL curriculum, which includes 3 days of personal Excel, 4 days of wealth Excel, 4 days of practice Excel, 2 days of family Excel. Not just that, the 10 monthly masterminds, your teams, team leaders to guide, super leaders to guide, and I'm always there to guide. You will also become part of the WhatsApp group. You get a real-time support, professional handbook, and lifetime access. So this is the wonderful opportunity to jump in. So all I'm going to do is I'll just share the payment link with you, which is just 5,000 plus GST today, and then you can pay the first installment of 30,000 plus GST maybe today or tomorrow. Here is the payment link, and your 15 minutes, I'll give you 15 minutes to jump into LifeXL. Rest is your choice. Just click on this payment link, put your name, email ID, mobile number, your city, everything, and just make the payment. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can now put your questions in the chat. Everything was so self-explanatory. Entire curriculum is online. You don't have to travel anywhere, don't have to spend anything else. Okay. Entire curriculum is online. You have 14 minutes to make the payment. Okay. And once you make the payment, I want you to be here. Okay. So, in case of any unavoidable situation, if we miss the session, can we get the recording? I already said this, Karthikeyan. No LifeXL session is recorded. It's always live only. And I told this already. Even if you miss any day or maybe a couple of days, a weekend, it just doesn't matter, because you have your buddy, you have your team, you have your team leader, you have super leaders, you have mastermind, you have WhatsApp group, and me to help you. So you will not miss anything. And anyways, there are so many topics to implement. Even if you implement or not implement something in first year, you will implement everything in the next. Doesn't matter at all. Is it possible to get course offline? It is not offline at all. No course in the next 12 months that I'm conducting is going to be offline. Okay, LifeXL is 100% online, and as I told you, you don't have to worry about it. Getting the results. See, I started online course or converted a course into online course during the COVID times. And if you go to the YouTube channel, you will see people's practices have gone up by 6, 8, 10 times by attending our courses online. Can you believe this? Trust me, you just don't need online, offline, doesn't matter. What matters is how powerful the teaching is and how powerful the action steps are, how systematic it is, and you get the results. So don't worry about that. Okay. Do I need to be a diamond member to join LifeXL? No, these two are completely different courses. You can be diamond member and also join the LifeXL. You cannot be a diamond member and still join LifeXL. Okay. Sir, can you please guide me where I am not in the action seeker, past 3 years, my mind block? Yeah. See, I'll guide everything. Personal Excel is honestly the answer for all your mental blocks and all. That's why when I say that the personal Excel work on your mental blueprint, it's just the next level. Okay. Can I transfer the money from my brother's account in India within 1 hour? I am in UAE. No problem. That's perfectly fine, Shruti. You can just send the link to him and he will. Okay. Could you please repeat the key points of the personal Excel and the dates classes for the same? Yeah, no problem. See, look at this. The entire curriculum, the personal Excel is about working on your conscious, subconscious, and cellular level. So consciously you will learn these things, but what will create the bigger impact is this, and what will create the real magic is this. Okay. So this is personal Excel. So as far as dates are concerned, these are the dates of personal Excel. Okay. This coming weekend, 16th, 17th of November and 15th of December, 4 weeks from now. Okay. Nice. Do you teach writing affirmations and goal? 100%. सब कुछ हो जाएगा. 100% guarantee. Can we get WealthXL course alone? 100%. You can attend WealthXL also alone. You don't have to enroll now for WealthXL because WealthXL is in February, March. I don't want to take your money right now if you are not going to attend the entire LifeXL. So at that time, I'll also conduct a preview session for WealthXL. So you can join WealthXL at that time. That's perfectly fine. But with all honesty, see, people always join LifeXL for WealthXL and Practice Excel. And what gives them the best results are always the personal Excel. I told you, whatever I have created in my life, personal Excel is my best creation. Okay. So, okay. So this is the link, guys. Those of you who have enrolled, please put your name in the chat box. Okay. I would personally like to welcome you in this wonderful, life transforming year-long journey called LifeXL. Okay. So just put your names in the chat. And I'll be very, very, very glad to, welcome you. So if you have I jumped in. Let me also go to Razorpay and check. Okay. Today is 10th of November, right? Okay. So Dr. Ashwini, your payment is received. Welcome on board, and okay, congratulations for jumping into this wonderful, wonderful journey. Let me tell you something, and mark my words. LifeXL will not surpass your expectations. LifeXL will surpass your imaginations as well. It's such a powerful thing. Okay, so welcome on board Dr. Ashwini Laksh. Welcome on board Dr. Aditya Khadge. In the name of Suryakant Khadge, that's fine. Okay, can I attend single course? Yes, you can attend any of the single courses. The course value for single courses is 44,000 plus GST. Okay, so there's another course. Can I join personal Excel only? Yes, 100% Dr. Puneet, you can join personal Excel only. So, okay, just what you can do is, if you want to join only one, you just connect with ma'am on 9225 492 488. You can just WhatsApp on this. Dr. Pratik says, I'm a new practitioner. I invest my saving in the clinic. Part-time consultation. I just started saving 1,000 rupees in Diwali. How do I do this course? It's very simple, Dr. Pratik. Just take a loan. Guess what? There was a particular point in my life when I had to do two courses. One mentorship program, which was costing me 8.6 lakh rupees, and one course, year-long course, that was costing me 4.26 lakh rupees. You know what? I didn't have that money. I took 12 lakh rupees loan. Let me tell you something. Anything you invest in learning will give you highest return, highest ROI than any other investment. You take that, you take this 1.5 lakh rupees loan. Maybe you do one thing. You take 5 lakh rupees loan. You put 1.5 lakh in LifeXL. You put 1.5 lakh in stock market. You put 1.5 lakh maybe in gold, silver. You put 1.5 lakh in real estate, and you see the returns you get. Always remember this, guys. Your investment in learning will always give you highest returns in your life. No asset class in the world can match the returns of learning new things. Okay? Rest is always a choice, right? So how much time is left? 7 minutes are left. If there is someone who has paid, please put your name in the chat. And let me tell you, we are going to have an absolute full house. More than 250 people attending personal Excel coming weekend. Okay, Dr. Anup Sampure has paid. Welcome on board, Dr. Anup. I'm so happy to have you in this wonderful community. Congratulations on your decision making. And as I told you, LifeXL will not surpass your expectations. It will surpass your imaginations as well. Does MDS practice Excel? Both are different. Yes, the context is also different. A lot of content is also completely different. Okay, so yeah, somebody else has also paid but not mentioned your name. Come on, guys. I would like to welcome you. Come on, put your names. Okay. So who is this? Dr. Rahul Seth, your payment is received. Welcome on board, Dr. Rahul. Congratulations, and for your decision. Like few more people are creating the payment. It is not yet through. If there is anybody who is encountering a payment failure, you just change the payment medium. Like for example, if you are doing with a UPI, you just change it to net banking or debit card or credit card or something, or e-wallet, whatever. Okay. So just change the payment medium if you are encountering a payment failure. Okay, because sometimes it does happen that UPI doesn't work, net banking doesn't work, and so on. Okay, so guys, by the time we still have 6 minutes, let me show you a very, very pure, very, very authentic testimonial here. You will just love this. One of our
Miss Universe 1994, Sushmita Sen, had answered in her finale that just being a woman is a gift of God that everyone must appreciate because she is the one who shows love and care to the world. And here I am, Dr. Rajeshi Chopde, practicing in Marol Andheri East since 15 years. Being a dentist, I have to balance my clinic and household responsibilities. While doing so, imbalance does occur, and it happened with me too. I had a major setback when I lost my mother-in-law, my strong support system. My child was just 3 years old, and I had to shoulder my household responsibilities that time. And my clinic practice started coming to a stagnation level. And it had come to such an extent that I had to take that decision to close down my practice. But before closing down, two of my college friends, Dr. Rahul Baldava and Dr. Tejal Thorve, suggested me about this course, LifeXL. And doing this course, this decision totally changed my approach. After attending LifeXL in 2019, my negative approach turned totally into a positive and progressive approach. From the teachings of Sujit sir, I could actually establish balance between my clinic and my household responsibilities. In spite of being financial stalwarts at my house, I had difficulty in setting financial discipline at my clinic. From the guidance of Sujit sir in LifeXL and in PracticeXL, my clinic profitability increased up to 40%. And my investments, which were practically zero before 2019, in 2 years, in spite of being locked down, has grown up to 44%. Friends, I am enjoying my life totally in a full circle, and I am quite comfortable with working of my clinic. And all the credit goes to Sujit sir and entire LifeXL team. I am really thankful to LifeXL from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
Powerful, isn't it? And guys, 3 minutes left. Rest is your choice. As I said, one of the most powerful quote that I always have found, one of the most profound thing that I have found is this line: do not leave the same year 75 times and call it a life. A quote by Robin Sharma. Okay, you live only once. Trust me, it's important that you live right. Rest is always a choice. Meanwhile, Dr. Deepa Varad, ma'am, has registered. Oh, awesome. Congratulations, ma'am. Welcome on board officially here. Okay. And that's amazing. I'm so happy to, have you guys. Those of you who have registered, please put your name and how much time is left. 2.5 minutes left. So just a small parting message to those who are still not registered. Guys, always remember, it's always your life and your responsibility, your thought process, how you want to leave this. Okay. Dr. Karthikeyan registered. Welcome on board, Dr. Karthikeyan. Welcome on board, Dr. Kavita Sherwat. Okay. Congratulations once again. I can just say, just wait for the next weekend. Your transformation begins here. Okay. So someone has raised hand. Please don't raise hand. Whatever questions you have, you can put in the chat. And okay. So guys, 1.5 minutes left. Okay. 2 minutes. As I told you, LifeXL happens only once in a year. Every module is never conducted again till the next 12 months. Okay. All I want you to is jump in. You know what? You are here since last 2 hours. 1.5 hours actually. You know why? You're still here because you like it. Trust me, you liked it. And you know this is useful for you. You know you need it. But you know what? Your brain is not allowing you to take the decision. I always say this. All of us have 2 of us within us. The larger version of yourself always wants to grow, always wants to do something different, something more, something extra all the time. And the smaller version of you always pulls you down. अरे नहीं हुआ तो क्या? पैसे waste हो जाएंगे. What if I'm not able to implement? What if it doesn't work? It's you versus you every single day. All of us have this. And one of us win every day. Even today, one of you will win. I'll leave you with these 5 questions. If not you, then who? Tell me one thing. If not you, then who is going to do this? Those who wanted to jump in, they have already jumped in. Those who wanted to leave, they have already left. Life is your creation. It's only you who can create it. If not now, then when? Do you really want to wait for 1 more year to change your life? If not here, then where else you will find a full-fledged curriculum that covers every holistic aspect of your life? Imagine what will happen if you do not jump in. Go back to your life. Keep on doing the same things. Keep on getting the same results. Because you cannot keep on doing same things and expect different results in life. And imagine what will happen if you jump in. You have the entire system to implement and a mentor to guide. Rest is your choice. The link will be valid for few more minutes. Here is the link, sharing the link for one last time with this offer. Okay, so those who want to register, please jump in. Dr. Prasad has joined. Welcome on board, Dr. Prasad. Really happy for you. Dr. Aruna has joined. Welcome on board, Dr. Aruna. Okay, congratulations. And guys, with this, let's conclude this session. Those of you who have registered, just be in this space. Trust me, I am so happy for you. You don't even have the slightest idea what is there, what will be there in your platter over the next weekend. Your life transformation begins here. Don't worry. Okay. So those of you who still have any doubts, Dr. Apurva, just connect on this number on WhatsApp and get all the brochure and everything. Okay. So those of you who have registered, don't worry. We will get back to you by tomorrow, and you pay the next 30,000 plus GST installment tomorrow. You will be added to the WhatsApp group. You will be shared the the workbook and lot of every instructions. Don't worry. Just chill, relax, enjoy your Sunday. Be in the space. Be proud of yourself. Because I tell you what, we keep on spending a lot of money on our birthday parties and vacations and bars and international trips and clothes and mobile phones. Okay, this course is not even charged at the cost of an iPhone. And look at the difference what you learn from iPhone and what you are going to learn here. Life is always about choices. You made the right choice. Happy and really proud for you. Congratulations. Welcome on board. And for those who are still not here, sitting on the fence, one last appeal. Jump in, guys. You don't know what you are missing. This is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi signing off. I'll see you over the next weekend on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Can I do the payment by evening? Dr. Dipti, just connect with ma'am. 9225492488. Okay? Rest is your choice. Okay? Signing off from now. See you on Saturday morning on day 1 of Personal Excel. Thank you everybody for being here. All the best to you. God bless. See you there.